west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatik Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatik Raiders show. And we mobbing.
And gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise! This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
Raider Nation, what it is, man. Welcome to another edition of the Lunatic Raider Show right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. We already got good news over the weekend. Supposedly, like I said, pump your brakes a little bit. We're going to make sure that ink dries before we get too excited. But it looks like we have acquired our target in Clint Kubiak, offensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks, to be our next head coach. I'm looking forward to it. So what we're going to do today, we're going to discuss some other things that come with that. Since it looks like Kubiak will become our head coach after the Super Bowl, which is next Sunday, then we can go ahead and announce it, get him signed, sealed, and delivered. They're working on the contract from what I'm hearing now. Let's dive into the potential free agent players that can follow him here. Some intriguing names that could come in. They're within the age frame of 26, 27 years old. So there will be, and a lot of these guys are coming off their rookie deals and look like they're going on to their next contract, which could fit in line with our rookies, because the rookies that we draft this year will be first rounders, will be, of course, 4 years with a 5th-year option, while the others will be 4-year deals, which can all keep this team together for the next 4 years. And I'm talking about including the free agents that we bring in if we give them like 3-4 year deals to come to the Raiders. We're going to talk about some names from Seattle and also other places that people may not have really gave a thought to. And there's also rumors flying of a certain wide receiver name floating in the trade winds and how that could affect the Raiders as well. So we're going to talk about all that, man. But first and only first, you already know what it is. What's up to the world's most dangerous chat, man? We in here again, man. Hey, happy Mickey Ficky Monday, man. We're going to have a good show for y'all today. I know a lot of y'all is pumped. We got the guy that we all targeted. I wanted Kubiak as well. And they did it. And we're going to talk more about Tom Brady and does he really have an eye for a head coach, which I do believe he does, because the targets that he had in mind, like even last year, if you look at what they did this year, tremendous. And we've seen the game plan that they were trying to do, but now we're doing it the next level as far as what's available for us to get it done the same way. And that's including Mendoza going number 1 overall, as well as giving him an offensive-minded head coach who can get the best out of him and developing him into being something great. So we can't wait for this. So let's jump into it, man. Let's go ahead and jump into the chat, man. Shout out to everybody out there. I appreciate y'all showing up, man. Showcase Rue in the building, man. Oh, and he's starting it off, man. He's starting it off.
Might have time. There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Clint Kubiak is really going to show people that the Raiders are a problem when he takes over. I'm assuming he will say takes over. I agree. That's why I say it's a must for us to watch the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna get into it, man. It's a great show. Like I said, we're gonna talk about the possible prospects that could be coming over with them. They will be playing in the game next Sunday against the punk ass Patriots. So shit, you know what I mean? We gonna get into it, man. Let's go, man. We got Raider B out in the building, man. What it is. Hope all is well with you. We got let me see what else we got up in the building, man. I gotta scroll down and catch up with y'all. Let me see. Make sure I ain't got. That's right. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. Leave a comment. Hey, and hit that notification bell too while you at it. We will be giving away once again a brand new TV in the box. It ain't gonna be no 32-inch or no 12-inch. It's gonna be 50 or greater, most likely greater. Just to show my appreciation to you guys supporting this channel. We're on our way. Once we hit 3,000, I will be giving away that TV. Also, don't forget, let's see, this is February, March, April, the draft. Once we hit the draft, I will be giving away 2 jerseys, #1 overall pick. Look like it might be Mendoza, but if it ain't, hey, don't y'all go get them jerseys made up too soon. You know what I mean? Don't you get them jerseys too soon, but it look most likely to be Mendoza, #1 overall. So I will, if that's the case, I will be giving away 2 Mendoza jerseys for the #1 pick during the draft, round 1, that Thursday night. So y'all come in. We're gonna do the draw that evening after the draft, and see what it do. Also, the 3rd annual home opener pool party will be once again this year in Las Vegas at the Paris Las Vegas. It's a free event. Food will be provided. We'll have some raffles for some great Raider prizes like we did last year and the year before. So y'all come on through, man. If you're not doing it and you're in town for that home opener, which I hope all of us are, hopefully it's week 1. We need a week 1, you know what I mean, kickoff. But if it is, and depending on who it is we're playing, fuck it, it don't even matter. Not no depending. Whoever we play, I don't give a damn. Y'all come on out, man. Hang with your boy, man. Bring the kids. It's a family event. It's free to get in. It doesn't cost anything. If you want to go swim, bring it. Hey, you gotta remember, we're gonna be in September in Vegas. Bring your swim shorts. Bring your snorkels. I don't know what the hell else. What you gonna bring snorkels for? It ain't like you gonna see puffish, unless you might see a big old broad in the water. That might be a big old puff sea urchin or something. But yeah, man, it's going down, man. So bring the fam bam, man. Come have some food. We'll watch some games or whatever that's on that day. Because usually the game will be, if it's a Sunday, it'll be a Saturday event. But if they move us to a Monday night, it'll be a Sunday. It's always the day before. So I'm looking forward to doing the 3rd annual, man. So if you're in Vegas, man, come on through. It don't cost a dime to be a part of mine, man. Let's go. Who else we got up in here, man? Alec M in the building, man. Salute coming in with that.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, we in here. SA Big Dog in the building, man. Following it up. I gotta find me a new Raider one.
There you go. There you go.
Pete Carroll is out of here. You feel me? So we gotta get a new one, man. I'm gonna get a good one though. I'm gonna get a good one, man. SoCal Sal in the building, man. Salute to you. He coming in here with that heat miser too, man. Let's go.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
Hey, who gonna be the first one to get a Clint Kubiak tattoo, or a Mendoza? Who gonna get a Mendoza tattoo on their lower back? I dare you. With the number 15 on your booty cheek. Get 1-5 on your booty cheek with Mendoza sitting there like this. Let's go, man. Hey, good. Hey, look like good things are on the way for the Raiders, man. We've been waiting for this, but like I said, we gonna get what we deserve to get. If we don't do great, we don't deserve to be great. But I think things are gonna be on the up and up. I like the potential of Kubiak with Mendoza. It's not just Kubiak by himself. That's what a lot of people get misconstrued. They just focus in on him and think, oh, this is the end all be all. No, it's what he brings with a rookie quarterback like Mendoza. Mendoza don't have to be Peyton Manning. I done seen plenty of quarterbacks that wasn't Peyton Manning to win Super Bowls. You know what I mean? So it's there. He just has to be within a system, with coaches that can have him play to the best of his ability to get us W's. That's all that matters. It's all about W's. There's 53 men on the team. One man can't carry a team. In the NFL, maybe in basketball, when there's only 5 men on the court, one man can carry them, but not when there's 11 on the field at each time. You feel me? So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man, for real. SoCal Sal in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Who else we got up in the building, man? I gotta catch up with all of them. RDF in the building, man. What it is? Raider gang. That's right. That's right. We up in here, man. For real, for real. I'm trying to catch up. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll down. I got all y'all so far. Let me see. Black and Great out, man. What it do, man? Salute to you. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. For real. Oh, shit. Here we go on the one, y'all.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice.
D-Nice in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. Yes, indeed. Hey, you happy as fuck? Hey, everybody. And you know what? Here's one thing about this, man, that really is eye-opening and shows us that this team is trying to make things right. They went through their due diligence, conducting interviews under every rock. Every young name that everybody been hearing about, and it doesn't necessarily have to be tied to us, but every young, potentially great guy, the next guy in line, we interview. We also interview guys that's been there before. So they took their time. And there was other people that was just knocking off candidates and signing them. Bam, bam, one after the other. Buffalo, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Atlanta, Arizona. Names start coming off the board and signing them contracts. And I'm going to start thinking, Kubiak name kept being out there. And I'm like, we going to get him. We gonna get him because everybody is signing right off the back. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like they was hands off of Kubiak, but Kubiak's in the Super Bowl with one of the best offenses in the league this year. You know what I mean? And now that we look at that coming to us to try to get us right, because the worst side of the ball for us was the offense. Our offense was ranked last. 32 teams, we were 32nd. Matter of fact, let's make it worse. 32 teams, we were 33rd. You know what I mean? We were 33rd. But it is what it is, and it's time to move on, and is brighter horizons for the Raiders. Now I want to sit back as a fan and watch it unfold, because the next thing in line, coaching staff. First, we get to watch the Super Bowl, see the play calling of Kubiak in the Super Bowl, see the potential free agents that we could be bringing in with him. It's a lot to watch this weekend, bro. It's a lot to watch, man. And I'm excited to see it, man, for real. So yeah, man, we got our guy, man. We got our guy. He said, we gotta get Clint Kubiak. Hey, for real. Get him to say Raiders. If we could get Clint Kubiak to say that shit, that would be the next kickoff for every time somebody come in here with the Raiders chant, man. I'm gonna have him play, because hey, Pete Carroll, I smell them Tums on his breath. He got that. He smell like Ben Gay. Now I ain't gonna clown him like that. He was a hell of a coach, man. It's just sometimes everything in life don't always work in your favor. You know what I mean? It don't work in your favor, and it's not that you're a bad person or you're just a bad coach. It's just shit didn't add up. And in my opinion of what happened to Pete Carroll was, I think he was a little bit. What's the old saying? I think he was drinking his own Kool-Aid. He was drinking his own Kool-Aid, you know, or we ain't won less than 10 games a year. No, that's not what we're here for. We're trying to win 10 games. Don't come in here cocky acting like it's a guarantee that we were going to win 10 games at least again. We were all high on was all happy and high on our horse like, hey, yeah, he been winning 10 games every year. We're going to do the same. No, don't work like that. Got to put in the work. Got to have the personnel. You got to have a direct pecking order of exactly who's in charge and who's underneath that person. I heard that there was Pete Carroll would be in control of this and his say so, and Chip Kelly would say this, and Spike Tech had this. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. I think now they reshuffle the front office, and you got Spike Tech working with Tom Brady, of course, but now they're putting things in order. You know what I mean? So I look forward to seeing the progression of this team underneath this new regime for years to come at that. You feel me? Let me see. Hold on. I got to get through so we can get into the show, man. Yeah, man. I can't wait till we get down to the nitty gritty. Lobby one, what it is, man? Hey, it's been a minute, man. Good to see you, my brother.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed, man. For real. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. 93 Nav, man, salute. Good to see you, man, for real. Everybody popping up, man. SoCal in the building, man. Let me see. Lowy 1. Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay, let's move on. All right, so we're going to talk about the potential players that could be coming over from teams that Kubiak was once with. We're of course Seattle, but don't forget the year before that, he was offensive coordinator with the Saints. Who could we possibly bring over from the Saints? There's one name in particular that I'm intrigued with, but also another one that I'm not really. It's hard to say. He has a potential of being able to help the younger guys. Let's just say that at certain positions that they use him in. But we're going to get into it without further delay, man. Let me make sure. Graham Cam in the building. Salute to you. Hope all is well. And matter of fact, before I continue on, shout out to everybody on Instagram, man. Let me check over here on Instagram and see exactly who we got going on. Paula 8405 is in the building. Salute. Raider Rob is in the building, man. Salute to you as well. Let me see. Raider Rob. Raider Rob with the Raiders, man. I gotta give love to the other channel too.
Nighttime. There you go. There you go.
Salute to you. Hey, you my guy, bro. You my guy. You on my channel. You my guy, man. Hey, love you, man, for real. Let me see. It's my birthday yesterday. Oh, happy belated birthday, Raider Rob. Shout out, a salute to you over here on Instagram, man. I appreciate you for pulling up. For real, for real. Let me see. We're here for the Slaves. It's all love, brother. It's all love, man. All right. So before I continue, like I toast my the chat because you guys give me the support and support this channel, man. I really appreciate y'all. But we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty. But salute to the chat, man. Like I say, without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. That's the Mickey Ficky Raider Nation, man. Salute to y'all, man. What's in my cup? Shit. The greatest part about waking up is I got brew in my cup. Yeah. Hey, can I go viral? Like the chick from TikTok that did the Coca or the Dr. Pepper commercial? Salute to y'all, man. All right, let's get into it. So I put a little video together, but before, let me see. Should I do this one first? I'm gonna play the video, do the breakdown of how it can fit with the Raiders and the possible players that can come over with Kubiak, and then we'll break down what those players' productions were this past season, 2025 season. So without further delay, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is a breakdown of the potential free agents that Kubiak could bring with him to our silver and black. Let's go.
Most likely Raider targets familiar with Kubiak. 1. Rashid Shaheed, wide receiver and return specialist. Played under Kubiak with the Saints, 2024, and was traded to the Seahawks in 2025 while Kubiak was OC. Versatile weapon on offense and special teams. Fits Kubiak's creative schemes. Will be a 2026 free agent. Final contract year in 2025. Raiders fit. Add speed, gadget play, and returnability in a WR room that needs playmakers. Other Seattle pending free agents, scheme familiarity, fit. 2. Boy Mafe, edge. One of Seattle's notable pending free agents has pass rush productivity. Could bolster Vegas's front seven, high value on edge presence. 3. Kobe Bryant, safety. Contract expiring post-2025. Not coached directly by Kubiak, but familiar with the OC's recent scheme in Seattle. Provides defensive versatility and coverage. 4. Tariq Woolen, cornerback. Another Seattle defensive back is likely to hit free agency. Adds size and length to the Raiders' secondary. Saints free agents that could be linked to Kubiak. Kubiak's Saints tenure in 2024 was brief, so fewer players are both coached by him and free agents. But here are names worth watching. 5. Alontae Taylor, cornerback. A Saints cornerback is projected to attract market interest in free agency. Not directly coached by Kubiak, but could be a realistic target if Vegas wants CB depth. Why these names matter for Las Vegas? Familiarity plus fit. Kubiak will likely target players he coached or players who fit his offensive-defensive system. Scheme continuity. Offensive weapons, like Shaheed and Hill, provide play design flexibility. Defensive flexibility. Adding Seattle defenders like Mafe, Bryant, and Woolen gives Vegas scheme comfort with defenders who already know Kubiak's tendencies.
And see, those are just some of the guys that has a connection with Kubiak. I'm real high on Tariq Woolen, and I'll tell you why. Tariq Woolen is exactly damn near identical, same build, speed, all that as our guy that we got Iowa State. God dang it, why I'm drawing a blank? The rookie corner we got that we've been the 6'4", you know who I'm talking about. Somebody help me, please help me. I forgot. Damn, dude, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't see it. God dang it, Porter, right? Am I correct, Porter? They damn near identical. I think exactly, Porter. I've ended up brain fart. Those guys are identical. I would love to have 2 6'4" corners with both 4'3", sub 4'3" speed at corners, because that way they can match up with speed at wide receiver. They can match with 6'4". They can match up with any tight end, and they're considered to be, especially with Porter, potentially can be a man-covered corner. That's what Tariq Woolen is. Now, we've seen Tariq make some mental errors in judgment as far as excessive bullshit. Let's call it that, excessive bullshit on the field. But if he plays within his confines of the game and what he's supposed to do, he's a damn good corner. And he's young, coming off of this rookie deal. I would love to pair him with Porter and let them two become our who? Mike Haynes. I'm not saying they're exactly this. I'm just telling you. Because we had that, these were lockdown corners that we had. Mike Haynes and who else? I should go get his card because he signed it for me. We already know the judge. I don't want to say Lester Hayes. I don't want to use the other nickname, but Lester Hayes and Mike Haynes. That was the last time I think we really had 2 lockdown corners on this team, and it proved to work in our favor. So if we can get a Woolen and put him with Porter and let Porter develop, but those 2 guys are damn near identical, bruh. It's ridiculous. You figure we already know that Porter ran a 4.3 flat at the combine. I think Woolen was like a 4.26. Hold on, let me see. What was Tariq Woolen's 40 time at the combine?
Tariq Woolen ran the 40-yard dash in 4.26 seconds at the 2022.
4.26 was Woolen's 40 time, and we know Porter is 4.3. Both of them are 6'4", 200 pounds plus. These guys are, they're like mirror images of each other. Can you imagine having 2 corners with that physical attribute, their height, weight, and speed to be able to guard any wide receiver? Go ahead and put a 6'5" receiver out there that might have wheels. These guys got wheels too and just as big. Go ahead and put a tight end out there. Might be a little heavier, but you're not faster. These guys gonna be in your hip pocket. So I would love to see the development of Porter to get to that level, and Woolen still hasn't hit it yet, but we see what he brings. You know what I mean? So I would love to see that. Another one we talked about was let me see if I can bring this up. Let me bring this up real quick for us to I want to look at these numbers, man. That's the thing that I really want to see. We're gonna talk about this wide receiver right now. All right. So Rashid Shaheed is the other guy that from Seattle who will be a free agent, wide receiver. 6 foot, 180 pounds. He had 59 receptions, targeted 92 times with 687 yards and 2 TDs. Now, I know that those aren't numbers to just have you like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? But the thing that Shaheed can bring to the Raiders, don't forget, we got 2 wide receivers coming off their rookie year. We need somebody to go ahead and show them what this system is going to look like and what is expected of him in the system. So it doesn't mean, I'm not saying he can give us some production. He can give us depth at the wide receiver position. And he knows the schematics of exactly what Kubiak intends on doing with the offense. Genties, the Michael Mayers and the Bowers, and you add him to the mix as somebody that can help teach the Beshes and the Thorntons what's going on. This is what is expected of you in this offense. He has the experience. So and it adds depth. Once again, it adds depth. I don't know Trey Tucker as well. These guys, you know what I mean, gonna need that educational information to be able to get in this system and hit the ground running in what Kubiak is trying to do. So that's why I like Shaheed. And he's only 27 years old. It's not like he's long in the tooth and his career is over. He's 38 playing wide receiver. He can come in and help these young guys. So that's one guy I like seeing coming over here with if it's possible. Draft, don't we can't knock out the draft. The draft is always going to be our golden goose. We go in the draft, we draft guys that's fundamental, foundational players for this team. We go into free agency and plug holes that can come, like the offensive line could be addressed instantly in free agency. The defense is going to have a lot of focus. We're going to have to do this. Defense has, we're going to have to pay a lot of attention to this defense, whether it's the draft or free agency. But I think the draft is the way to go. Maybe a couple of trade backs to get us more picks let's throw guys out there. Let's get more guys to go out there because we're going to have to fill probably the whole linebacker core. Safety, more like depth at that position, but I got some guys on this list that can help out with that issue as well. Corner, like I said, Tariq Woolen, I would love to put him with Porter. Who else? We need defensive tackles. I think that we know that Tyree is probably gonna come back. I don't know starting position. I don't see it in him. Max Crosby to make him, but this draft does have a lot of defensive tackles that can come in and help. And I'm not going to overlook the fact of our young guys that show potential with the JJ Baghees, as well as Tonka Hemingway. Those guys, you know what I mean? They just need more reps. So we do have guys on this team already. They just need more reps. So that's one thing I just want to say about the wide receiver position. I think Shaheed will be good addition coming over here because he serves purpose more than just being another receiver. He can help with these young guys in their development as well. The next guy we talked about, Tariq Woolen, 6'4", 210 pounds. He had 41 tackles. He had no forced fumbles, 1 INT, and 12 pass defended. People look at you might look at the interception and be like, he only had 1, but he broke up 12 passes. He's a lockdown corner. Sometimes he gets a little beside himself as far as extracurricular activity on the field that gets the yellow laundry thrown. You know what I mean? You just got to kick back, bro. It's okay to celebrate, but sometimes that taunting and all that, let that shit go. Let that shit go. We're here for a win. A win is a best way of taunting your opponent. You can just point at the scoreboard and walk off the field. So you don't have to jeopardize the team's momentum in a game with the extra shit. You feel me? But I do like this kid, man. I do like him for real, for real. Here's another one. Safety. Like I said, we got guys that can help out in the safety depth part. Behind Jeremy Chin as well as Palomau. So another guy, Kobe Bryant, another free agent that's going to be a free agent with Seattle. I don't know if they bring him back or not. Only 26 years of age, 6'1", 193, 66 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 4 INTs with 7 pass defended. 4 interceptions this past year at the safety position. So he has a knack for the ball. And just to be able to have pass defended, he was there in the mix with them 7. So that's another guy that potentially, even though that Kubiak's an offensive guy, these are guys that he can see what kind of defense he's trying to run. And I want to see what kind of candidates names pop up as far as potential defensive coordinators coming in with Kubiak. There's some interesting names out there some that Kubiak may not have ever worked with, but there's some that we got to look for on Seattle. Who's the defensive line coach? Who's the secondary coach? Who's the linebacker coach? These are guys that we got to see, are they next in line to move up to be defensive coordinator coming from a position coach? You know what I mean? So this is another guy, Kobe Bryant, that could come over and help us in the safety room or the secondary room, and show us how to get down in the defense that Kubiak wants to run, man. So I'm not mad at that. In 26 years of age, he's coming off as a rookie deal. That's the beauty. Hey, Seattle, we got a young team. I give Seattle their props. They built their team. They got a nice young team, but they're not going to be able to keep everybody. You know what I mean? I know they want to try to run it, win or lose. They're going to try to run it back. But the thing about Seattle, and this is behind the scenes and ownership situation, Seattle will be up for sale after the Super Bowl. And what that is because of Paul Allen, the former owner who passed away. He owned the Portland Trail Blazers and he owned the Seattle Seahawks, as well as the I think the Seattle soccer team as well. His sister runs the team. She runs all teams. The Trailblazers already been sold. They already got the group to be sold to. Now Seattle's going to be sold after this year. Will they relocate? That's not going to happen. They're going to stay there. But Paul Allen in his will was like, he wanted his sister not to hold on to the teams, sell the team. And I think half, if not all, I don't think all, I think half of the money from the sale to go to specific charities that Paul Allen had in mind. So that's one thing there. Now, the new ownership, even though the team I don't believe will be moving out of Seattle, the new ownership possibly can come in. I don't think if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. They might leave the coach and the GM all in line and we ain't going to touch it. But you never know who's the new owner. What is their vision for this team? You know what I mean? If they lose the Super Bowl, does the new ownership say, hey, I got the perfect guy to come here at GM and head coach? You know what I mean? Or I got a guy in mind to come in here and run. We don't know. We don't know. I done seen crazier things happen when teams get sold. For real, for real. But Kobe Bryant is somebody that can be intriguing to come in into helping the safeties as well. Next up, Boye Mafe, edge rusher. We're going to need edge rusher. Plain and simple. He's only 27 years old. He had 31 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 5 pass defended. So at 6'4", 261, nice size. I think he's more of a depth piece, but here's the key. Just because we look at these numbers with Seattle does not mean that's the same numbers he would get with us. Having a Max Crosby on this team, what would that allow him to be able to do? Could he be the Malcolm Kuntz that had the 8 sacks that year before the injury? You know what I mean? Could he be the Tyree that we hope we were getting when we drafted him rather than the Tyree we got now at that high draft pick? I don't know. I don't think he's going to come with a hefty price tag, but he does serve a purpose if he comes over to the Raiders to help with the defensive ends, because that defensive line, we got to address it. We got to. Because Kuntz most likely is out. He's a free agent now after he's done. You know what I mean? And I don't think you give him $12 million. He got $12 million this past year with no lack of production. You know what I mean? Tyree is another one, high draft pick. I don't see Tyree making it to a 5th-year option. This is his 4th year he's going into. This possibly can be it. We got to pay attention to free agency and the draft. I'm more confident that this team will make moves in the draft to address the defensive end side of the ball, just because there's a lot of good young talent on the defensive line as well as linebackers in this draft. And we got 10 draft picks, and they're all high draft picks. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a interesting situation too, though, as far as personnel. Who do we let walk? Who do we bring in? But this is another young guy. Once again, I said he's 27 years of age with Seattle, and he knows that Seattle defensive system, because that defense Seattle has is good. Matter of fact, let me see exactly what their ranking was. What was the Seattle Seahawks defensive ranking for 2025?
Seattle Seahawks had one of the best defenses in the NFL in 2025, often ranked number 1 in total defense and points allowed. They finished the season with the
mainly ranked number 1 with points. They got a damn good defense. So why, if I was Kubiak and I'm going to a new team as head coach, I want to bring that same type of defense here. Now you got a couple of pieces already. You got a potential of bringing other defensive players here. You know who I'm curious of seeing? Hold on real quick. I'm curious. So they usually was ranked. What did they finish the season at? They said they finished the 2025 season with a league best 292 points allowed. That's 17.2 points per game they only gave up. And the lowest total yards allowed too. So yards and points, they did that shit. Now this is who I'm interested in. Because one thing I noticed about Seattle, they get it done with their front four. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Who is the Seattle Seahawks defensive line coach?
Justin Hines is the defensive line coach for the Seattle Seahawks, having been hired in February of 2024. He works with head coach Mike McDonald and defensive coordinator Aiden Durde.
So I wonder about that name there. Justin Hines, defensive line coach for Seattle. That's somebody that might. Let me see. Let me look him up. Because I don't really do too much research on these other teams, but this will be an intriguing name. Let me see what his background is exactly, as far as becoming defensive coordinator of the Raiders, coming from Seattle, because that's a damn good defense they got, bruh. New England gonna have problems in the Super Bowl. I guarantee you, they're gonna have shitload of problems against that damn defense because they're stingy. They're damn stingy for real. Hines, let me see. Let's go. Is he a youngster too? So Justin Hines is the defensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks, hired on February 22nd, 2024. He joined the staff after head coach Mike McDonald works with defensive coordinator Aiden Durde, bringing experience. He's bringing experience from where? His previous role as an assistant defensive line coach for the Chicago Bears. So he came from the Chicago Bears as an assistant defensive line coach. His background, Hines had 17 seasons of coaching experience. Okay, 17 seasons? God dang. So he got some experience. Coaching experience as of 2025, okay, including time in collegiate level with what he was at Western Carolina and Central Michigan. What about the pros though? I'm learning about the pros. Seattle Seahawks tenure. He has led a defensive line unit that included key players such as Leonard Williams, Jaron Reed, and rookie Byron Murphy II. Previous role, served as the assistant defensive line coach for the Chicago Bears from 2022 to 2023. So that might be a name to pay attention to because that Seattle defense is very impressive. We're gonna see, and New England got a good offense with Drake May and them. Let's see how their offense matches up against that defense, because if this is a name that might be thrown in the hat as being our next defensive coordinator, I want to see how that defensive line look. And so, what I've been seeing in the playoffs so far, they've been getting pressure with them and allowing the other guys to, sit back and cover the field from sideline to sideline. So it's gonna be interesting next Sunday how this get down. So yeah, that's Mafi is another one to pay attention to, the edge rusher. Now here's a name that a lot of people may not mention, but that was in New Orleans when Kubiak was there. I think corner is another depth depth situation we need to go ahead and take care of. Now, this guy put up numbers this year. I like his, they're solid. And 27 years of age, Alontae Taylor, cornerback of the Saints, he had 83 fucking tackles, 83 tackles as a corner. You know what I mean? 2 sacks, no forced fumbles, 2 INTs, with 11 pass defended. At 6 foot, 199 pounds. This is a guy you keep your eye on as well. I'm going to give you some honorable mentions as well. Nothing to really move the needle, but can move the needle with the potential of helping guys on this team as well already. But Alontae Taylor is another name we need to keep an eye on. Let me get to the chat real quick and see what's up with everybody. Tyree will have a breakout season. Man, we've been saying he's going to have a breakout season every season, and we still waiting. We still waiting, bruh. You got Max Crosby on the other side. You should be able to. You're going man to man. That's the one thing that frustrates. I was hoping for the best with Tyree, but he's a role player. He's a depth piece at the best. Depth. That's it. He puts up numbers for a person coming off the bench to relieve somebody. That's the kind of numbers he put up, and it's frustrating because I was hoping for. I knew they were trying to knock it out the fence with him, like thinking they was gonna get a sleeper, and he sleep all right. He sleep all right. He's a sleeper. He sleep. You need to wake his ass up. Cause I'm telling you, man, that's a high draft pick. Everybody want to say Genty was too high of a draft pick at 6. A defensive end is to me on the defensive line, a defensive end. Matter of fact, they're the highest paid position on the defensive line in the NFL is your defensive end. It's not the defensive tackle. So that's one of the most important ones. You need pass rush. You need to disrupt the quarterback. Tyree has not showed that consistently. That's the key. Consistent is the key. So we waiting for a breakout in year 4? That's what I don't understand that. Why do we have to? It don't take 4 years to develop. It didn't take Max Crosby 4 years or any other legit defensive end. Like I said, he's a serviceable defensive end, but he's not nothing to make you write home to mama like, Mama, I've seen a Raider game, and guess who I seen? Tyree Wilson. Nah, they not doing that. You ain't gonna see Tyree doing a Old Spice commercial. He ain't nope. He ain't doing that shit. He ain't doing that shit. And like I said, it's frustrating, bruh, because I wanted the best for him. Exactly, Alec. He's a rotational dude. He's a depth piece. He's taking up a spot that somebody can come in there that we need someone dominant to help Max to be more proficient on the defensive line because he's getting doubled and tripled because they not worried about the other side. You put 3 offensive linemen and a tight end against a defensive end on one side of the ball and don't even worry about the other side. Tyree should be abusing man-to-man, man-to-man, not coverage, but man-to-man. If we got one man on you, man, you should, bruh, you long, you lanky, you make a play here and there. Not nothing spectacular. Like, man, he's swallowing up the pause. He's swallowing up the running back or the quarterback is getting disrupted. It frustrates me, bro. Because when he got drafted, I was hoping for the best. Like, man, just give him time. Okay, we're going on year 4. How much time do we give him? 10 years? 12 years? It's just, man, come on now. I hope he balls out. I'm not saying that he ain't, but bruh, if it quacks like a duck and walk like a duck year 1 and quacks and walks year 2 and quacks and walks year 3, what the fuck you think you gonna think that duck is gonna start barking in year 4 or meowing? Or better yet, what about you think that motherfucking duck is gonna start speaking Spanish? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias, ¿y tú? Bien. You think he gonna greet you? You know what I mean? In year 4, year 5? That's the frustrating point. I want him to be great. Why would I not want my team to have a great player on the team? I was hoping that maybe he's the diamond in the rough. People overlooked him. And I remember during the draft, his name kept pushing. I shout out to Raider Ben, because Raider Ben already he called it. But I was like, I don't like giving up on somebody too soon. I don't think 4 years is too soon. That's all I'm saying. I don't think 4 years is too soon for me. Like, okay, Tyree is what he is. It's like having a son that's not a disappointment, but just ain't what you expect, what you expecting him to be. Not saying that he wear dresses and wear tongue rings and and try to change his God-given, his God birth of what he is, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. He's like, God damn. Now I know how Magic Johnson feel. Now, this is how I feel. This is probably exactly how Dwayne Wade feel. You know what I mean? You got to accept it. It's your son. But I mean, you don't want to accept that he's a failure. You know what I mean? With all the, as big as he, come on, man. It's frustrating. I hope he bust out this year. I'm not even going against you. I hope year 4 is it. I hope year 4 Tyree breaks out, bruh. Because I'd be damned if I be in a relationship and I wait till year 4 for my girl to stop cheating. Okay, this is the year she stopped sucking other tallywhacker. Nope, she did it again. Okay, year 3. This is the year she gonna stop playing anal tongue darts with other men. Okay, she failed. Year 4. This gotta be the year that she don't give me chlamydia. You know, oh shit, I got gonorrhea. God dang it, it didn't work. I don't want it to take 4 years to find out if she's the right one or not. Shouldn't take that long. But it is what it is, man. I'm not mad at him. I just hope he do as the best he can. Because if he don't, there's no 5th-year option on Tyree if he don't do good this year. 3 years gone. Okay, 3 years gone. So he -3. He in the hole for 3 with 3 years. But it is what it is, man. But these are the guys that I got these damn jets over here flying over the head. But in another, okay, here go a mention also. Tyson Hill. Not is it Tyson? Hold on, man. I forgot this dude. I don't think I even saved that shit. I said Tyson. Tyson Hill is another guy that will be a free agent that is older. He's long in the tooth now. He's 35 years of age. But I think Tyson Hill could be a good role model, as you may say, with like a Jack Besh to help, you know what I mean, help Jack Besh along. Not that they have the same attributes, but to be able, because you remember Jack Besh played tight end in college. Not that he's a tight end in the NFL, but neither is Taysom Hill. He's not built like a tight end. I think a Jack Besh would learn good from a veteran like this, who knows what a Kubiak system looks like when they were in New England. Not New England, but New Orleans. So it'll be cheap too to add a guy like that. But he could be serving. He's a depth piece and also able to teach these young guys exactly what is expected of them as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I see a lot of things potential that could happen. There's other things. Here's a name to be watched for. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver of Minnesota, is rumored to have his name floating out there in trade talks. Would you guys be happy with a Justin Jefferson as your number 1 wide receiver? And what do you think you would give up for him? I wouldn't give up shit in this draft. I definitely wouldn't do that. But I don't think it's a necessity. But I did get a report. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pop this up. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what they said. Okay. NFL trade rumors. Vikings Justin Jefferson's name has been in some early rumors. This is what they said about the Raiders. The Raiders would be a team to watch. A team to watch is the Raiders with their new coaching hire, Clint Kubiak, Raider Nation. Would you take Justin Jefferson is a beast. For real, for real. We do need a fullback. I heard somebody mention the name of where's Alec Ingold. Ingold would be a nice bring him back. Bring Ingold back. But then again, they got guys in coming out of college too. Like I want a big physical back. I said that'll be nice to add with Genty. You know what I mean? But we'll see how this unfolds too. Yeah, Justin Jefferson as your number one for Mendoza. Look, just imagine this. You got an offense. Justin Jefferson is your number one wide receiver. I put Trey Tucker out there to be number two unless somebody else beats him out, though. But with the speed, then you got Bowers and Mayer, which you know the 12 personnel is going to be something that's going to be highly used from what we're hearing with Kubiak. Then you got Genty out running back. That can also be a factor in the passing game. All you got to do is address and fix the offensive line. The offensive line, to me, is not that far off. I think one or two additions to your offensive line could reset your offensive line to be a great offensive line. And I'll give you an example. You go out in free agency. Everybody's mentioning Lindenbaum, the center from Baltimore. That would be a lovely hire. And from what Raider Ben and them was saying last night, they was looking at his contract. He's expected to be around 19 million per position at center. We know left tackle is the most highly touted position on the offensive line, so they're going to get the most of the money. But a center like Lindenbaum, this is what he does. If the Raiders were to go out and get him, let me show you how it resets the whole offensive line. Just with one move and make it a damn good offensive line. You still got Colton Miller at left tackle, right? So we'll say Colton Miller ain't leaving left tackle. Lindenbaum comes in at center. What do we do at left guard? I tell you, Caleb, damn, why I keep fucking, what's wrong with me? Oh, it's that beer. Caleb Johnson, is that Caleb, or the rookie guard that we had? Caleb Johnson? I don't know if it's Johnson. I don't remember the last name. Caleb will, because he showed promise when he was getting the snaps. He showed promise. So Caleb will be a good left, I think, a left guard. So you go Colton Miller, Caleb, I think Johnson. I'm just going to say it. If I'm wrong, fix me in the chat. No, Glaze. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with Glaze. Glaze took a step back this year, but I'm going to tell you how you fix that. Not with him, but at that position. So you got Colton Miller at left tackle. You got Caleb Johnson at guard. You got Lindenbaum at center. You put JPJ at right guard, and at the right tackle spot, you let Charles Grant and DJ Glaze compete for the starting role at right tackle. We've seen promise in Charles Grant. Charles Grant at the end of last season was getting in there. He showed, you know what I mean? He showed like, okay, you coach him up. Caleb Rogers, I'm saying Johnson. Thank you, man. Thank you. Caleb Rogers at left guard. JPJ at right guard. DJ Glaze and Charles Grant battle it out at competition at right tackle. You get that solved, I think, and it's a nice young line. Think about it. Because we know Caleb Rogers is young. JPJ is young. Glaze and Charles Grant, young. It'll work itself out. Now, you can either go that route, or the other route you can go is go out there and go get you a free agent guard. You get you a guard, a right guard, and what you do is now you put JPJ at center, and that right guard in free agency you sign, and you still have Charles Grant and DJ Glaze battle it out at right tackle. I need a competition at that right tackle spot. Glaze been there for 2 years as a rookie and showed he went back a step or two. Well, give me a young guy that showed me he took a step or two forward in Charles Grant when he got in there. Let them battle. Glaze, it's all on you, bruh. And Charles Grant, show us that you deserve that spot because of the potential you give us. You have a nice young offensive line if that sets up correctly. Now, some people say Glaze is better as a backup. That possibly could be if Charles Grant could come in here and outright take it. Don't forget, Charles Grant got 1 year under his belt. That rookie's shit is out the window now. What did you learn? And we know how Brendan Carroll was. What's the offensive line coach from Seattle? I heard that is another. That's because who was it? Incognito was giving him high praise. Because he came over with him, I think he was in New Orleans with him, with Kubiak. If Kubiak brings him over from Seattle, that'll be a nice addition to groom these young guys. Maybe he can get more out of DJ Glaze. And them 2 steps you took back, we're going to give you 5 forward. Then you see Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers and these younger guys, JPJ, all under the tutelage of this offensive line coach in Seattle that can come and make a worldwide difference with this offensive line. We're set. Offense ain't too far away. We got weapons already. We need that line to be solidified. We know it's pretty much Mendoza coming in at quarterback. Do you start him? I don't know. I think you should. I think 2 years is all it's going to take for him to make this team playoff contenders again. It's only going to take 2 years. It happened. Carr was a second year selection at quarterback, right? Started day one. He was drafted, 2014? So 2014, 1 season. 2015, 1 season. And it was 2016, he was for consideration of MVP of the league. MVP of the league in 2 years. Why it can't happen? Drake May, MVP discussion in 2 years. We don't know what Mendoza going to be. And it's not just solely on the quarterback. Carr didn't do it by himself. Drake May didn't do it by himself. Caleb Williams in Chicago didn't do it by himself. They had to add the pieces to make him successful. Defense is a key part of that. If we can keep the score low, if we had a Seattle-type defense that keeps the score to 17.5 a game, Mendoza will have ample opportunity to win games. Because all he would have to do is pretty much just get 2 touchdowns and let the kicker get 2 field goals. We won. What was the score? 20-17. So you need a defense. We got weapons on offense already. I'm not worried about the weapons. It ain't like we ain't got a Brock Bowers, Mayer, Genty, whatever. That offensive line got to make sure that these passes can get off when they need to get off. Give this guy protection. Mendoza needs to be clean and upright. Do not have an offensive line that's going to make him get hit, and then all of a sudden, confidence is out the window. Confidence is out the window. We can't afford that. A number 1 overall pick, we got to give him everything he needs to succeed. Everything. Not just some of it, everything. You got to focus on that defense with these draft picks because there's not a lot to address on the offensive side of the ball. It's too much young youth movement going on the offense. Defense, what we going to do at linebacker? What we going to do on the defensive line? That's my 2 main concerns with this defense, the linebackers and defensive line. Secondary, I'm not tripping because there's options out there. Like we seen Kobe Bryant and Tariq Woolen. You know what I mean? We seen guys out there. So we got guys we can get. That's not long in the tooth to be like, oh, he only got like about 3 years left. No, we got guys that's only 26, 27. We got guys that's going to fit the timeline of even the rookies coming in as far as the length of the contracts. You can get 4-year deals in free agency to match up with 4-year deals with these youngsters coming out of college and still be in a prime. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Everybody on Instagram. Who we got up in the building, man? Raider R1220, salute to you. Hope all is well. Yeah, man. So, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing the next moves. What's the next moves in line for Kubiak after the Super Bowl? We'll get through this week, but it's gonna be fun. You know what I might do, y'all? If y'all ain't doing shit during the Super Bowl, I might, if I get my shit set up in my front room, I'm gonna go live during the Super Bowl. And then we can talk about it while we watching this shit. Like, what do we think of the offense? What do we think of Tariq Woolen and Kobe Bryant and Shaheed? You know what I mean? Like, keep an eye on guys that potentially could be in silver and black, and then look at the play calling. Also, let's pay attention to Seattle's defense. What does the defensive line look like? Because I think that guy, I think he could be the next defensive coordinator in line. You know what I mean? He might be next in line. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm just guessing because that Seattle defense is nasty. Oh, man, it's nasty. If we can get our shit nasty like that, my God. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get my ass up out of here. Let me see. Let me check the chat one more time before I leave, man. We might be on the playoffs next season. We don't. I would not knock that, but I'm not expecting that right now. The reason why I can green light and say, yeah, you know what, you could be right, is because no other teams that we play against know what the fuck we gonna do. Don't know what this offense is gonna look like with the weapons we have. What Mendoza's gonna do in the pro level, and not the, you know what I mean? You've seen him in college in Indiana, how they ran their offense. That's not how we're gonna run our offense. And I think Kubiak has a sense of being able to put everyone in a situation to succeed. We don't want you to mold yourself into our offense. We're going to mold our offense around you guys, what your strengths are. And that's what I keep hearing what people say. He's going to make sure you're successful. So Bowers might just have one of them years this year where it's like, God dang, Bowers is unstoppable. Genty might have, man, I'm telling you, let's see what this guy does. I see the potential. Do we reach it? I don't know. I'm not gonna get too excited. I'm not gonna premature ejaculate before I stick it in. But hey, we're gonna ride this one together, y'all. So we're gonna see this shit, watch this shit, and it's a beautiful thing that our coach is in the Super Bowl. So can you imagine if Seattle wins the Super Bowl, we'll have a Heisman Trophy quarterback who won the national championship and a head coach who just came off of winning the Super Bowl, and they together. And they together. That's, bruh, they together. So I'm excited. I want to see the next shoe to drop as far as the coaching staff. But like I said, we're gonna have to wait a week. I think this is Monday. Next Monday, 1 week from today, is going down. Next, 1 more week from today is going down, man. So y'all be excited, man. I'm excited too. Super Bowl's coming up, man. But with that being said, man, you guys have a beautiful and wonderful Monday. Make sure you make it back home to your loved ones, man. And I'll be back tomorrow. Same Raider time, same Raider channel, right here on Raiders Allegiance. It's your boy Lunatic Raider, and you have been watching the Lunatic Raider Show, man. Please subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment and hit that notification bell if you would, man. I appreciate it. So with that being said, I'm Lunatic, and like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch.